This is where we find out that Xeno's not actually a weeb. He just has all the plots of all the anime tattooed on his forearm.
I mean...
Oh my god, why did you make me remember Ishida? I hate
You're
it.
right. You're right. Trauma. There you go. I give you ample amounts of trauma.
I want to purge this memory again.
You know, the teacher comes in. Oh, it's time for a quiz. Oh god, no! My diarrhea, my irritable bowel syndrome that the doctor can't diagnose because it just happens whenever I give out a pop quiz. Oh god, no! Guaranteed marriage material right there.
This is why you are single.
Facts.
Facts.
Deep cutting facts.
Xenogelion, you stand accused of kidnapping, torture, and murder of Kirito. You stand before the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, as it will witness your interrogation and render judgment. And the judgment of Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale stands final. So, what rival character should have been the protagonist instead, and why?
Of what? Were we specifically targeting Sword Art Online, or...?
No, just in general. What rival character should have been the protagonist instead?
Oh, okay. I'm with you. Running through the list, checking it twice.
This is where we find out that Xeno's not actually a weeb. He just has all the plots of all the anime tattooed on his forearm.
I mean, all the important ones, sure. The one that really jumps to mind is Gary Oak from Pokemon, because I feel like he wouldn't be just such an absolute blithering idiot and just let his Pokemon go, because it feels things. And it's like, no, you're here to win me a tournament. Get in the goddamn Pokeball. Yep.
In first season, Ash didn't release that many. Off the top of my head, he only released Butterfree.
Yeah, which was his main powerful Pokemon, and the first thing he did was let it go.
But if you love something, you gotta let it go. And if it loves you back, it'll come back. I guess Butterfree didn't love Ash back.
Don't let butterflies die after spawning.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know. Yeah, there you go. I'm sticking with that one.
Right. Xeno, you and your half-brother are fighting over an heirloom weapon left to you by your long-dead father. What is it, and what unexpected, non-lethal magical properties does the weapon have?
Okay, I know what the non-lethal magical properties is. It's like while you have it on you, it makes you like all suave and sophisticated. So you could be there like 1 second in your boxer shorts, wearing like a bed sheet for a cape and I don't know, a KFC bucket on your head, and then the second you have this weapon on you, you know, it just has this appeal that, you know, you just look like the most sophisticated individual. It's like
plus 10 charisma modifier. Yep, gotcha.
Exactly. There you go. I was actually going to say the Emperor's New Clothes, but you get the whole point. But the weapon itself, what would the weapon be? I want to say a slingshot. Yeah, there you go. So it's a slingshot. You just have the slingshot tucked in your boxes, and then you just look like everyone's just enamored by how amazing you look.
Xeno, you are now in a harem anime, but as one of the girls.
Okay.
What do you do to ensure that you will be the girl who the audience will think, oh yeah, the protagonist is eventually going to end up with this one, instead of just becoming another girl of the week?
Okay, so I'm inspired by quintessential quintuplets at this point. First off, being shy and timid, right? Not wanting to be near the actual person. Whenever they are near me, kind of like get flushed and, you know, maybe want to do the odd nice thing for them, even though I suck at it. So like, you know, oh, I'm going to cook some cookies for you. And then like all the cookies are burned, but they'll eat the cookies anyway. And You know, there you go. Guaranteed marriage material right there.
This is why you are single.
Clearly, right? I mean, I'm also going to throw out here that, like, I hate the bait and switch that was fucking quintessential quintuplets, because it was two main girls. It could have fucking been one of them being Miku, and then it turns out to be whatever the sports one is, and it's just like he had no engagement with that character whatsoever. Why is it that character? Oh my god, quintessential quintuplets. Like, when I was told the end of that series, I just didn't bother continue watching it. I was just,
Here's my advice for anime writers out there, okay? Is like, this is not even a gender thing. It's like just both men and women dig confidence. Don't be the timid one who burns the cookies. Be the
confident one that burns the cookies.
You know what? You're not even wrong, yeah.
Don't be apologetic. Just serve those burnt cookies on a plate and say, I love you.
Okay, Xeno. Do you prefer asshole rival characters like Geryoke in the first season, or more respectable rival characters like Geryoke in the second appearance?
So someone like Vegeta.
Ding! Please reveal my taboo anime.
Motherfucker. That's wrong. That's rude. Hold on. I need to find that. Vegeta wasn't in Dragon Ball. You put Dragon Ball. Vegeta wasn't in Dragon Ball. Vegeta was only in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. I can test this. He put Dragon Ball.
Okay, maybe it's half a point on a technicality.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the question.
Oh. Shit, yeah, that. I don't know, like, I feel that characters like Vegeta, they don't stick to their gumption. Like, you know, Vegeta was supposed to be the principal Saiyans. Like, why did he stop trying to take over the whole world or universe or whatever? Like, you know, they killed off Frieza. Now what? Oh, I'm just gonna settle down with this random Earth thing that I found once. You know, it kind of doesn't make sense to me. Whereas Seto Kaiba is just Seto Kaiba and just fucking, you know, spends money on absolutely stupid things like a Harrier jump jet that looks like a Blue Eyes White Dragon.
What in the flying blue crap is that? It's my own personal Blue Eyes jet. Jealous, Yugi? Of your completely ineffectual, impractical, totally not aerodynamic at all, childish-looking rocket ship? Oh, definitely. You don't look silly, Kaiba. Mokuba, you like the jet, right? He's insane. See, Mokuba's having a good time. About that whole trying to murder us thing. I have a Blue Eyes White Dragon jet. Your argument is invalid. And suddenly card games on motorcycles don't seem quite so ridiculous.
So, you know, when you've got a character that's just an asshole, like, you know, you should be hating them.
Okay, you and your school rival are battling it out in your dormitory kitchen to determine who is the best cook. What recipe will you make to knock their socks off? And what did you wager? And no, you can't say a plate of burnt cookies.
Okay, this is easy. So first off, COVID lasagna, right?
COVID lasagna?
Sorry, it's harking back to an older episode. No, just regular lasagna. Fine. If you don't want the COVID, you just make it with regular lasagna. And it will have at least 10 layers, right? And it will be absolutely incredible and amazing. However, it will be slightly burnt because I didn't realize it was a fan-assisted oven instead of plain standard oven, and therefore my romantic love interest will love me even more, though it's ever so slightly burnt. And what was the squabble over? How lasagna should have at least 10 layers.
Okay, but what did you wager?
The last of the panna cotta. The last panna cotta. There are no more panna cotta in the world.
What is your favorite one-sided rivalry in anime? And what would it take to become less one-sided?
Ooh, actually, okay, so doing my usual staring around my weeb collection to try and work it out, right? Genuinely, it's going to be Inouske from Demon Slayer, right? Like, you know, Inouske being like the absolute nut bar that he is, who is constantly trying to, you know, prove himself better than Tanjiro, and it's just, you know, constantly forgetting how to, you know, Tanjiro's name and everything, to the point of while Tanjiro is asleep for I don't know how long, recovering from his last fight. Inouske has like run away and has actually been hanging from the ceiling in Tanjiro. You know, like there you go, the best one-sided rivalry.
But you're forgetting the second part of that question.
What was the second part of the question?
What would it take for this rivalry to become less one-sided?
Acknowledgement. You know, just for Tanjiro to go, I acknowledge you as a rival, and as opposed to, you know, a friend and companion and, you know, equal. Or for Inouske to actually hit on Nezuko.
Facts.
Deep
cutting facts.
Hey friends. Normally this section would be about asking you to help us fund the show and keep improving by visiting patreon.com/Xenogelion, which you should absolutely do so Xeno can keep paying me to edit these. But today, I have a different request. You see, we're looking for volunteers to help with filming. The process is honestly really easy. All you need is OBS and VR chat, both of which are available for free, and about an hour's worth of your free time. What are some of the benefits? Well, you see, you get to hang out with me and Xeno for a bit, and you get to preview the show's edited audio, including the Patreon-only section. So if you've ever wanted to listen to those sections, but you just haven't been able to support the show in that way thus far, now you have another way to listen in. There's a link to the application in the description below, or you can join Xeno's Discord, also linked in the description below, where there's a thread for the topic, or you can reach out directly to either me or Xeno. Thanks for your consideration. And now back to the show.
What rival character gave you the most second-hand embarrassment?
Okay. It's difficult for me to actually pick a specific character. Like this, it will take me a long time to like go through the list of characters to then work out which one. But it is definitely Golden Kamuy, right? The series is definitely Golden Kamuy. There are some pretty like, I can't believe you just did that characters in the entire series. There's the infamous scene from season 4. I can't remember who it involves, and I'm not going to go much further than that. Yeah, it's Golden Kamuy. I just don't know who the specific rival is that would give me that strong secondhand cringe, but there's plenty of cringe shit in that.
So, which anime rival would you like to be your frenemy? And what is the threat to humanity that brings you to work together?
Oh, it would be Dio Brando, right, from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stardust Crusaders. So he's in full vampire, I have a stand mode. And it would be aliens. Aliens would bring us together to fight and save humanity.
What kind of aliens?
Stand-wielding aliens. And they have stands. Anyway, yeah. They're trying to take over the world.
In Jujutsu Kaisen, the eventual showdown between Ryomen Sukuna and Satoru Gojo had been hyped up and anticipated for years, only for the confrontation to get memed on pretty hard after it concluded. What's your best example of a rivalry that simply didn't live up to the hype?
I think I know what you're talking about. We're talking about the whole I win thing, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, but I'd win. Okay, I'm gonna do it like twice here. So there's always the meme of, but could they beat Goku, right? And for Yumi's benefit, that can be your ding ding ding, right? So can they beat Goku? And I always love the argument between who would win between Saitama and Goku, because it always comes back to this. Yeah, but can they beat Goku? It's like, of course they can fucking beat Goku. It's fucking worth it. It's fucking worth it. It's fucking worth it. Is it yours?
It is mine, yes.
Yeah, it's fucking worth it. Yeah, so there you go. Rivalry between Saitama and Goku. There you go.
Yeah, it wouldn't live up to the hype because Saitama would just win.
Exactly. But can they beat Goku?
So in the one of the shows that I watched called Swallowed Star, there was a minor plotline during which a rival character was introduced to the protagonist, which was again they parted on respectable terms. It turns out it's so respectable terms that said rival character was invited to the main character's wedding. So my question is this: assuming the show can get off its ass and actually finish the romantic subplot, which rival character that you've seen would be invited to the main character's wedding?
Okay, for the utter memery of it, the rival would be God being invited to Edward and Winry's wedding. There you go. The utter memery of it.
All right. You wake up one day with sudden superhuman abilities that act as a foil to your school rival. What is your power, and what opposite skill does your...
Okay, so my rival has the ability to make everyone like healthy. You know, if anyone's got an injury, like they have ultimate healing powers. They can even heal themselves as they are injured, so like they become like quite the fighter, quite the champion of justice. Very much like this season's The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic, which is actually quite a fun series thus far. My power as the rival would be uncontrollable bowel movements. So there's no way to heal that because it's just natural, you know. So there's the hero. The hero's currently fighting off some, I don't know, like some bully or some monster or a tank, you know, you name it. And then all of a sudden, pow, uncontrollable bowel movement. You know, the teacher comes in. Oh, it's time for a quiz. Oh God, no. My diarrhea, my irritable bowel syndrome that the doctor can't diagnose because it just happens whenever I give out a pop quiz. Oh God, no.
So, Naruto versus Sasuke is a rivalry that only developed because the adults of the Leaf Village hid the truth from them about what had happened in the past to their families, even though there existed no rational in-universe reason for why the truth needed to be hidden from them in the first place. What anime rivalry do you think has the stupidest reason for existing?
Okay, I don't know enough about the series because I gave up after like 120 volumes or some shit like that. But Ichigo and Ishida, like from Bleach. I'm sorry. Like, oh, we're rivals. Why? Because you're a Shinigami and I'm a Quincy. And cause it's like this is dumb. This is why. Just even why. Why.
Ishida might also be like just the biggest wet blanket of a character ever written in any anime.
Well, I think my biggest issue with Ishida is the simple fact that I know it's filler, don't get me wrong, and it's the whole reason I stopped watching the anime, the Bounce saga, where it's just like, you know, oh, we need to get Ishida and we need to kidnap Ishida and use him to open up a gateway to Soul Society, and like, right. Do you wanna elaborate on that? No. Okay. It's like, oh yeah, so Ishida, do you want to go with the bout? No. Okay then. And he gets kidnapped like 3 or 4 times. No, 3 times, and then the 4th time he just goes to them and just does it for them at the very end of the filler. And he's like, oh my God, this is painful. It's so painful.
He sucks. I had repressed my memories of this character. I had forgotten about Ishida. I had forgotten about how much Ishida sucks. Oh my God, why did you make me remember Ishida? I hate
You're
it.
Right. You're right.
I want to purge this memory again.
Trauma. There you go. I give you ample amounts of trauma.
Now we turn to the Oratrice Mécanique de l'Hélice Cardinale for the final judgment. The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique de l'Hélice Cardinale is guilty. The punishment, trial by combat. You shall now be swallowed by a narwhal from beyond time and space, and if you defeat the warrior living inside it, you will only be exiled to France.
France! Oh, where everyone's named after a number?